Hi everyone, it's Dirk from Communications, and today I want to talk with you about returning to learning for Minneapolis Public Schools. MPS is planning for a return to in-person learning for students in grades pre-K through 5 beginning in early February. Students in PreK and Kindergarten would return February 8th. Those in grades 1 and 2 would be back February 10th, and grades 3 to 5 would return in person February 22nd. We know this is a big shift, so we want to make sure families have the information about what this means, as well as what their options are. First, let us be clear. No family will be forced to return in person this school year if they feel uncomfortable or unsafe doing so. Distance learning will remain an option for all families, and we support each family's right to make that decision for themselves. At the same time, in line with the directives from Governor Walz, we believe it's important to begin getting students back into the classroom, where many of them learn best and have access to the supports and resources they need to succeed. So, we're going to talk about a few things related to this transition, explain what steps you need to take, go over some of the safety protocols, and tell you where you can find more information that will help you make decisions for your family. So first, the dates. Beginning Friday, January 8th, pre-K through 5th grade families will be able to register for either in-person or distance learning. Families of students in grades 6 through 8 will remain in distance learning only for the foreseeable future right now. You will have until January 22nd to register each of your children in grades pre-K through 5 for either distance or in-person learning. Students who choose in-person learning will attend schools 5 days a week and will follow the school's regular schedule. There may be some adjustments to the daily schedule to accommodate for health and safety protocols, staff availability, social and emotional learning, and academic opportunities. Students who choose distance learning will continue to follow their school's designated distance learning schedule, and they may or may not have the same teacher going forward. Schools will continue to provide learning resources and materials for students in distance learning. If you do not complete the registration, we will place your students in in-person learning. That's because it's easier and quicker for a family to transition back to distance learning than to go into in-person learning. If you need a bus on the first day of in-person learning, you need to complete your registration by January 15th. Otherwise, your bus may not start until February 22nd. Families can go back in and change their selections up until when registration closes on January 22nd. After that time, you can switch from in-person to distance learning at any time. However, to switch from distance learning to in-person learning, you'll need to contact your school directly, and that process can take up to 2 weeks. This is obviously a big decision, so there's a lot of information to help families make an informed choice within this form, as well as on our 5 Phases to Safe Learning website. Let's go over a few key things though. First, there's a detailed plan about how we'll create learning environments that are as safe as they can be. It includes disinfecting procedures, mask protocols, providing families with information on self-screenings for health, how to keep common areas safe, and more. All of these procedures have been developed with experts in MPS, the City of Minneapolis, the Minnesota Department of Health and Education, and following CDC guidance. There are also safety plans for buses and cafeterias. Buses will be thoroughly disinfected regularly, especially spots people touch the most. The same is true for lunchrooms, though some students may eat in classrooms to maintain social distancing and reduce mixing groups of students who aren't regularly in closer contact. Staff will have access to personal protective equipment, such as face shields, gowns, and gloves to help keep them safe too. All staff have been provided an opportunity to request leaves or accommodations if they have health or safety concerns, and everyone will receive thorough training on health and safety. While we hope students will be able to remain with their current teachers in both in-person and distance learning, students might be in a different classroom with a new teacher. For in-person learning, this might be for social distancing or to be with a teacher who might be supporting them in person. For distance learning, this might be due to changes in staffing or classrooms because of students transitioning to in-person learning. For students receiving support services, such as special education or English learner, staff may continue to pull students from their primary classrooms in order to provide services. Groups will be kept as small as possible and as consistent as possible from day to day. When meeting, staff will work with students to maintain as much physical distance as possible between group members. And all special education services will be provided according to individualized education plans, or IEPs. You can contact your special education case manager with any questions. We won't have any visitors or guests at schools for the time being, and we're still going to do after-school programs virtually until we know it's safe to resume the in-person services. Now, this is obviously a lot of information, but if you're looking for more, you can visit our website at b2s.mpls.k12.mn.us to learn more about our return to in-person learning for students in grades pre-K through 5. On that site, there's a long list of frequently asked questions and other information to help you make a decision for your family. Thanks for watching, and stay safe.